In this video, I'm going to share 4-star tips with you on how to improve your emotional intelligence. This is going to help you get better at reading the room, get better at understanding other people's behavior, get better at saying the right thing at the right time in order to make things run smoothly or get what you want. Okay, so number 1, you are the most interesting subject, the most interesting person that you will ever come across that you can examine and become aware of and learn from in terms of your emotions. So we all have this emotional alarm system inbuilt within us. And the thing about emotions is, like, they are there for a reason, and they are there to indicate to you, basically, in very simple terms, what's good and what's bad, and then all the emotions on the spectrum in between. We don't always know what a certain feeling is indicating, and that's part of what this process is and what I'm going to go through in this video. But you are the most interesting topic, so start with yourself, because you have access and you have the most intimate information and experience of behind the scenes of what's going on. So you're going to learn the most from yourself. Number 2, listen to other people. Like, really listen to them, because once you start listening, they will start to feel relaxed and even talk a little bit more. You know, so many of us want to just talk and share our opinion, but a really different experience of life happens when you consciously decide to just sit back and start listening. Really listen to what people are saying. Really listen to how they're expressing they feel about different situations, or how they felt about different situations. This is going to be the second best key thing that you can do to improve your emotional intelligence. So number 3, this is the how. So this is how to really observe yourself. And this is where yoga and breathwork and meditation are really great practices to do this with. However, there are other things. So you can do it with dancing, rock climbing, mountain bike riding, swimming. So anything that sort of involves you just getting into your own space and potentially getting into a flow state, or a state where you just going into an automatic rhythm, and then you can start to pull back and watch yourself doing it, because it doesn't require super high levels of concentration, because it's some sort of repetitive thing. So this is where yoga and breath work, or any of those activities, can come in really handy and play a really big role in developing our emotional intelligence, because we can then start to observe ourselves. So make that conscious effort to zoom out a little bit and start observing ourselves under this pressure from this activity and under these circumstances and these challenges, and start to really notice how you behave, react, and act under certain circumstances, and then bring attention to, how does that feel in my body? And what does this feeling in my body tell me? When and where have I felt like this feeling before? What do I know about what was going on in that situation? So it's really a researching, gathering information process, but it's really going to be enhanced and expressed when we engage in an activity that's repetitive or rhythmic, where we have to concentrate somewhat, but then we can get into a bit of a flow with it, and then we start to that practice of observation. Really great strategy to observe yourself and become more aware of your emotions and more aware of how you behave and react to your emotions. Number 4, educate yourself. There's so many avenues to go down to become educated on this topic. I mean, one of them is you here right now watching this video. Seek out podcasts from psychologists, seek out the books and the literature, but also even just go to therapy and have someone walk you through the process and have someone ask you the right questions to get you thinking in the right way and to bring that awareness. If you don't want to go to therapy, or if you can't, you can start the process on your own. It's a little bit more tricky, but it can be done. And it can simply start with journaling, but then actually looking at what you've written in your journal notes and picking something that's like quite a significant sentence, and really looking at that sentence and playing devil's advocate. Is this true? What's the other side of the story? What potentially was the other person on the other side of this thinking or feeling? And start to play with it in that way. Essentially, that is often what a therapist might do with you, is just to question the truth of things and offer ways to reframe things. It's harder to do that. It's great to have someone else to have their perspective and sort of that fresh objective view, but you can work on it a little bit yourself. So that's my 4 tips on how to start right away today on improving your emotional intelligence. I hope you liked the video. If you did, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you next time.